Hey guys, welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars 2017 Star Wars review. And guys, this time we have the First Order Transport Speeder Battle Pack. Its set number is 75166. It's ages 6 to 12 and up. It has 117 pieces. And it retails for $14.99 or $15 US. And now, guys, this battle pack, this First Order battle pack, is basically released because of the fact that everybody didn't like the previous First Order battle pack that we got back in 2015-16 after the release of The Force Awakens. This older battle pack that came with just the one stormtrooper, the crew member, and the officer, and the heavy guard. And now we have this one here, the new one that comes with 2 stormtroopers, 1 flame trooper, and 1 officer. And I gotta admit, this is a way better First Order battle pack than the previous one from 2016. Because of many reasons. And reason number 1 is because this is the perfect First Order battle pack for army builders that are wanting to build a giant army for the First Order. With stormtroopers, officers, flame troopers, like riot control stormtroopers, like 8 kind of stormtroopers from the First Order that we saw in The Force Awakens. And we're going to see in The Last Jedi when that comes out this year in December. And the fact that for these 2 troopers, you can make them as random stormtroopers, like normal stormtroopers with just a blaster, or you can make them riot control stormtroopers, like the stormtrooper that was named FN2199, also known as the trooper that said traitor in The Force Awakens. During the Battle of Takodana, by using these shields and the batons that those riot control troopers had, that are connected to these spears, the little build that comes with this battle pack. And so that is a great thing, that you can make these 2 troopers like normal random stormtroopers, or you can make them riot control stormtroopers, which is great. That was one thing that I was not expecting for LEGO to put in this set, because at first I thought that we were just going to get 2 riot control stormtroopers, an officer and a flame trooper, but apparently they made it so you can have both these normal stormtroopers and the riot control stormtroopers at the same time. So that's a great thing. A way better idea than the previous battle pack, I gotta admit. So let's get into the minifigures, and then we'll get into the little build, the little spear that comes with this set, and then we'll get into the final thoughts afterwards. And so let's go, guys. Okay, guys. So here are the minifigures we get in the set. And so we're gonna start off with these 2 troopers, which are basically the same exact minifigures, but they're different at the same time, because you can make them either the riot control stormtroopers or just normal plain old stormtroopers, like this with just the blaster, the stun shooter. And so with the riot control trooper, this is the second version of the riot control trooper for one reason. And that's because of the weapons that he has this time around. Because the last riot control trooper that we got in the Battle of Takodana stuff from 2016, he had different builds for his weapons. And so this time around, LEGO has decided to improve the design, the building design of the weapons for this particular, and specifically the riot control trooper. Probably because of the fact that the last one didn't come with a shield. It just came with the baton. So yeah, as you can see, the baton is a way better build this time around, with the electro staff part on this side and the normal black stud on the other end, and with this personal shield, which is pretty cool, with a little printed, a gray triangle print on the piece there, the LEGO piece there. And as you can see, the detailing on the stormtroopers are always great. They've always been the same ever since The Force Awakens sets first came out in 2015 for Force Friday, and they haven't changed since, basically. So it was always nice to get more of these troopers because of the great design. The look to them is way better than the original trilogy stormtroopers. Personally, I like the First Order stormtroopers way better because of their design. Personally. That's just my opinion, but I'm sure you guys, there's people out there that like the original trilogy stormtroopers better than the First Order ones. And so that's fine with me. That's your guys' opinion, but we all have our different opinions, so it's not a really big deal. And so that is the riot control stormtrooper, aka the normal stormtrooper, and this was basically the same exact trooper, for the detailing and everything. And All his minifigures except the first 4 officer have the angry clone head, the flame trooper, and these 2 troopers have the angry clone head. Like all Imperial Republic First Order Stormtroopers have gotten ever since 2013. And so you guys get the point of that because we've seen angry clone head for like forever now. And we're all getting tired of seeing him, so... But apparently Lego doesn't care, so... Let's get into the Flame Trooper. Nothing different about him. Nothing has improved. The detailing on the back of him is the same exact detailing that we have always gotten. Same thing with the torso and the legs. On the front, the helmet is naturally detailed as always. He's got his flame gun, his flame shooter, is his weapon that shoots out the flames. He's got his oil or gas tanks or whatever they are. I'm just gonna think of they're like gas tanks for his gun because they're supposed to be connected to the tanks back here. The tanks are supposed to be connected to the gun, or the other way around. The gun is supposed to be connected to the tanks. You get the scenario because you guys seen the movie probably. All right, if you guys have not seen The Force Awakens, then why are you watching this review? Because go watch Force Awakens because it is a really great movie. And I'm not gonna get into specifics about that right now because we're supposed to be talking about the minifigures right now. So that is really the Flame Trooper, as I said before. Angry clone head. Nothing different about him. Other than that, itself, yeah. All that's getting on the Flame Trooper because we have not gotten many of these guys in previous Force Awakens sets. It was always great to see him again. And so for the last minifigure, and the only new minifigure to this set is the First Order Officer. And so the reason why he's different than all the others is because basically his torso, his legs, his hat, so cap, is dark blue. And so this is the first time we got a First Order Officer with a blue suit. First Order suit, and that's pretty cool. I guess you could probably try to tell the difference, but you guys can kind of see in the light. That's basically blue. In the detailing, you guys can see right now, the detailing is very, very nice. As always, the cap has got the First Order symbol right on the top there, which is great. Does not have a double-sided face, obviously, because he is an officer, so I don't think we're going to get a double-sided face for him. But we'll take the cap off so you guys get a better look at the face. Let's go to focus here. It's not why we're going to focus. There we go. You guys can sort of see it's really close to the angry clone face, but it's really different though. It's a little different. So you guys can kind of get the idea with that. But he shows like a determined evil look, like an evil grin, which is pretty cool. Because First Order officers are always mean and angry, especially when they had to face resistance officers, troopers, etc. And so those are the 4 minifigures to get in the set. And these are great minifigures to have for army builders because of the fact that you get 2 normal troopers or riot control troopers, a flame trooper, and an officer. So this is basically the minifigures we should have gotten in the previous First Order Battle Pack from 2016. But we did not get that, except we got something like a really completely different selection of minifigures for that set. But Lego has it. Apologize to us by giving us this battle pack, which is way better, like 10 times better than the previous one, in my opinion. And so let's get into the little build, which is the spear that the First Order uses in the set. So let's get into that. We'll build it from the set, and then we'll end it off with the final thoughts. Okay guys, so here's the little spear that we get in the set, and as you can see, it is a pretty cool small build, I gotta admit. It's got the wing shields on the front, it's got the little cockpit there with a control panel, and the back here you can place a trooper in here to man the gun, which you get basically it has a connect one of these stud shears to the back here to make the blaster at the back, which is okay. Then that basically moves around, which is pretty cool. We can move around like this, or whatever you want to do with it. This is what we're going to do. Then, is we're going to place... Well, first, we're going to take the armor off the 2... Not the 2, this one trooper, this one stormtrooper, the shield and the baton. And so now, the way you can connect these 2 pieces, the shield and the baton, is you can basically basically up to you guys a little closer to you so you guys can see. Because I know this camera's not wide to focus. You can connect it to these little clips here. And then for the shield, this whole connector piece is on the side. That's where the shield goes. Connects like so. Same thing with the other side, which is nice, and that's storage area for the shield and the baton. And now, what we can do is place our stormtrooper, our normal stormtrooper, in here to man the gun in the back. Actually, we should probably have him staying down because we don't want our trooper to die very instantly. There we go. Have him man the gun in the back. Now we're gonna put our first 4 officer in the front. Get him in the front. There we go. And that's what he looks like in the front. And so, other than that, you can't really place any other troopers in the sphere, so you can have your stormtrooper and your flame trooper out on the battlefield, find the resistance soldiers, anyway, basically torching them to death, or blasting them to death. So that's pretty, like a really cool action scene here. You can have your resistance soldiers, so we can get this flame trooper stand up. You can have your like stormtrooper right here, pretending he's like blasting at the enemy, at which we don't really have any enemies right now, so we're basically gonna have to use our 2 troopers as target practice for the main play feature of the set, which is the little studs here. They're at the bottom here. And we got one in the back too, but we're not going to do that one because it's basically the same scenario with these 2 structures in the front. And like, it's basically the same thing as we've always gotten since 2014. So we're going to place our little troopers here as target practice for our speeder. And you're basically just going to push these buttons on the side to shoot the studs. And we basically hit the stormtrooper's legs and knock him over. Let's see if we can get our flame trooper here. And apparently it's going to take a lot more firepower to shoot down our flame trooper, so we're going to actually use our bad gunner to blast our fellow trooper. And then fire. And we completely missed, so we got 1 survivor, but the other one fell to death. And so, overall, guys, this is a great little set. This is a great little set for $15 though, but for $15, it's not really that bad, but I wish Lego kept the $12.99, $13 price for these battle packs, because this really feels like a $13, $12 set in my opinion, to be honest, like all battle packs have always been. And so it's because of the fact that it's a little build. There's not really much playability to this, but I can't understand why they did this. It's basically because this is like a major apology to all the Lego Star Wars fans from the failure of the previous battle pack, First Order battle pack from 2016, and they basically gave us this 10 times better one. That's probably the only reason why Lego made this set, was for that reason. But the positives for the set are there. The speeder, the little build is great. And the minifigures, I gotta admit, these are perfect stormtroopers to army build with, I gotta admit. even though we don't see that many flame troopers in the Force Awakens movie, it's still fun to army build them and have a huge army of flame troopers to torch the Resistance army with. And it's always great to get more stormtroopers. Like, this is the perfect battle pack to get stormtroopers in, because we get 2 stormtroopers in the set, which is great compared to the last battle pack where we only got 1 normal stormtrooper and 1 heavy stormtrooper. And so, yeah. So let's get into the box and then to the final thoughts, and then we'll end it off. So let's go, guys. So here's the box, guys. As you can see, it is a small box. It is the usual battle packs box that we've gotten for the past few years, and it's a little thick, but it's small at the same time. We got the set information on the side, the age, range, the set number, the name of the set, and the piece count. We got the Disney logo at the bottom left. We got the big action scene artwork on the front that features the spear and all the troopers themselves. We got a riot control stormtrooper on the battlefield. We got a stormtrooper manning the back gun. We got the first order officer driving the actual spear itself, and we got the flame trooper out on the battlefield, putting everything, setting everything on fire, basically. And so we got the Lego Star Wars logo at the top, the Rogue One art with the Death Trooper and the TIE Fighter as well. And we take a look at the back. We got the little play features here. We got the ability to store the shield and the baton, and storing the one of the stud shooter blasters as the back gun. And then we got the other play feature where you can use the stud shooters as the main weapons of the spear. And then we're getting another little action scene here with all the troopers out of the spear and preparing to fight the resistance on the battlefield. And hopefully we'll see more of this, something like this, in The Last Jedi, along with the huge AT-AT-like walkers and the somewhat like resistance snow spears, somewhat. I'm not sure what those little spears were in the Last Jedi teaser trailer. They were about to fight the first order AT-AT walkers, but I have a feeling there's something like the snow spears from the Empire Strikes Back. But I'm not exactly sure yet, because we have not seen the movie or any more trailers for that movie yet. So yeah, so overall, guys, to be honest, this is a great little battle pack, I gotta admit. But for $15, not exactly sure if this is a battle pack, to be honest. Now, if it's like $15, but back when it was $13-12, yeah, I would consider a battle pack. But for $15, Disney, I think you're overdoing it a little bit. Because I know you want your money back from buying Lucasfilm Disney, but really? Really? Aren't you getting your money back from making the movies themselves? But you never know, really. But I'm not exactly sure why Lego raised the prices on these battle packs now. But whatever reason it was a really stupid reason, because these battle packs deserve to be $13 and only that, or $12. And just keep them that way. Because for $15, you're getting your money's worth out of it. You're getting great minifigures and a great little spear, but it's not always gonna be like that all the time. And like once in a while, you would get a battle pack with not so great minifigures and not so much of a great build, like this one here, this one. So, I don't know what Lego was thinking with the pricing, but really, that's the only negative I have about this battle pack is the pricing. $15, not so much, but you're really getting your money's worth out of it though. You get great minifigures for army building wise, for the army builders out there, because I know they're out there. I know that for a definite true fact. And you get a little great build. For army builders as well. You can get a lot of these battle packs that have a lot of these cool spears, which is a great thing. Thank you, Lego, for doing that. I really appreciate that, because this was a great step up towards having the failure of the previous battle pack. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, even though you guys are probably looking at it right now. So, in my opinion, I'm going to rate this set a 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Reason being is because of the price. That's really the biggest flaw with the set, is the pricing. The raised price on these battle packs is just the same. $15 is a little much, because now if I ever want to get multiples of these battle packs, I'm gonna dish out like $3 more each for each of them, and that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. I gotta admit. And I'm sure it really sucks for a lot of you other army builders out there too. And so, yeah, that's probably why for this year's army video, it's probably not going to be as many troopers as you guys probably would have expected, which I'm going to have my reasons for that, and I'm going to explain those reasons in my army video when The Last Jedi comes on, because I'm going to put my army video during the time of the release of The Last Jedi, like I did last year with the release of Rogue One. I'm going to do it the same way this year for the army video, and so I'll explain to you guys all about that in that video when the time comes. So You guys can probably understand why now, because of the fact that these are $15 now. This is one of my reasons. This is one of my biggest reasons for the army video purpose. Is so I'm going to explain to you guys all about that in that video later on down the road. And so yeah, 8.5 out of 10 is my rating. You get great minifigures in this set. Don't get me wrong, the set is awesome. This is one of my favorite battle packs from this year and for the past, I don't know how many years really. Probably for the past 10 years at least. So this is one of my favorite battle packs next to the Star Wars Rebel Stormtrooper like Imperial Troop Transport battle pack that we got in 2015. With the battle pack that came with all 4 Stormtroopers, just Stormtroopers. That was like one of my favorite battle packs. I got so many of that battle pack. Because I kind of lost track of how many I got of those battle packs back in the day. Right next to the 212 in the Kashyyyk Troopers battle pack from 2014. This is one of my favorite sets that are up there with those other battle packs I just mentioned. And so, yeah, you're getting great minifigures, you're getting a great spear. It's just that price, $15. Way to go, Disney. I don't know what you're thinking. Like, seriously, I know it's Star Wars merchandise, but really, you keep the prices down on some of this stuff. Like, seriously, if you guys want this stuff to sell, you gotta put them for a reasonable price, please. Not all people in this world are rich. But please, just drop the price down to $13, $12. I'm begging you, way to go with Disney, please. And so I'm not going to go any more about that. You guys heard everything I had to say about that. And I'm sure you guys understand where I'm coming from. And so I really have nothing else to say. So we're going to end it off. So be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below on my channel. And so I'll see you guys in the next Way to Go Star Wars 2017 Summer Set review. Or a update, or in my most recent update video I just uploaded yesterday. And 8 other videos I make along the way. So, have a good day, guys. Bye. And may the Force be with you.